Why Mick Schumacher's car cost more than $1 million to fix after his crash. Yes, you heard right. The Haas superstar, Swiss-born racer Mick Schumacher, recently had an accident during the Grand Prix 2022 in Arabia. As the F1 racer pushed to qualify in the top 10, Schumacher collided with the wall with a force of 33 G. Before returning to his hotel, the 23-year-old was evacuated to a hospital for additional testing. As a result of Mick Schumacher's big crash during qualifying for last weekend's race, Haas might face a repair bill of up to £760,000, $1 million. What happened? At a speed of roughly 270 kilometers per hour, Schumacher collided with a barrier at the exit of turn 10, incurring a 33G impact. The motorist was taken to the hospital for the night, but was released with no serious injuries the next day. Team principal Gunther Steiner said that the damage done to the car is quite heavy. The front of the car was deformed as the car struck the barricade. The chassis seems to be repairable, he said, but the side impact structure received a heavy blow. But it can be changed. Obviously, a thorough inspection of the chassis is required, but it appears to be in good condition. According to Ferrari, the engine appears to be in good working order, as well as the battery pack. Then everything else falls apart, he added. All in all, the damage done to the car itself is quite a lot. Haas is left with a massive repair bill that needs to be paid in order to restore the car. Repair cost. Haas has to pay almost $1 million in order to restore it. I believe the cost is still quite significant because all of the suspension has been removed, with the exception of the front left, where I believe there is still something on there, he stated. The rest resembles carbon powder. I'm not sure how much these cars cost, but between the gearbox, the entire bodywork, and the radiator ducts, I think it's between $500,000 and $1 million, the principal added. Although the repair bill doesn't seem to bother the team, the racer's health does. He was evacuated to the hospital, but was released the same day after a first examination revealed he had no injuries. Hi everyone, I just wanted to say that I'm okay, Schumacher tweeted from his hotel after being released from the hospital. Thank you for your thoughtful messages at Haas F1 Team. The car felt excellent and we'll be back stronger, he wrote on his Twitter handle. The budget cap in Formula 1 allows teams to eliminate some costs for crash damage. However, as Steiner pointed out, they can't afford many more crashes of this magnitude before spending power is impacted. There is a normal amount, he explained, but you could never stick to a budget in a racing team like you could in a normal commercial organization. You certainly have a contingency in there because you have this danger. However, if you have 2 or 3 of them, your contingency quickly ceases to be a contingency and becomes a loss. So all you have to do now is manage. Obviously, I hope there aren't many more of them. Following Kevin Magnussen's 5th and 9th place finishes in the Bahrain and Saudi Arabian Grand Prix, the team is presently 6th in the constructors' standings. After the season's first 2 races, Schumacher has failed to score a point. Aftermath. Shortly after the collision, Haas stated that Schumacher would not race on Sunday. While the decision was made due to the driver's health, he later disclosed that it was made to ensure that the team could compete adequately in Australia. He stated, "Combination of car preservation, we want to be able to compete in Melbourne. We might not be able to if something else happens in this race. In Melbourne, I'd like to get those points." He also stated, following a few major crashes on the circuit, adjustments to the circuit's concrete walls and blind bends would be necessary for next year. I believe there are some issues that need to be addressed. I have no idea what will happen in the future. The car was damaged, but the racer said he's going to appear in the next Grand Prix. The damage will be taken care of, is what they said. The additional costs incurred as a result of the incident will have no impact on the team's budget cap, which is imposed under F1 rules. According to Autosport, Steiner remarked, "There's a normal amount put aside, but as a racing team, you never can stick to your budget like you can in a typical commercial organization because you have this risk. Obviously, you have a backup plan in place. However, if you have 2 or 3 people like this, your contingency quickly vanishes. It's a squandered opportunity, so all you have to do now is keep everything under control. Obviously, I'm hoping there aren't any more." According to Steiner, 2 vehicles will compete in the next Grand Prix on April 10th in Melbourne, Australia. Mick is a superstar. We all know that and would love to see more of him on the racetrack. Like always, the damage is taken care of, and the racer is discharged from the hospital with minor injuries. The Grand Prix in Saudi Arabia never disappoints fans that are crazy about racing. That's all for today. We wish Mick a healthy life and a successful career. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. If you are new to this channel, be notified when we upload more content.